Welcome to our channel. Today, we're taking you on a journey through the Immigration Museum in Melbourne, Victoria, one of Australia's most fascinating cultural institutions. This museum tells the stories of people from all over the world who have made Australia their home. From historical immigration experiences to contemporary multicultural stories, the Immigration Museum provides a rich and immersive insight into how migration has shaped modern Australia. Whether you're a history enthusiast, a student, or a traveler, this museum is a must-visit in Melbourne. The Immigration Museum is situated in the very heart of Melbourne, Victoria, at 400 Flinders Street, placing it in one of the city's most vibrant and historically significant areas. It sits just opposite the bustling Federation Square, a cultural and civic hub renowned for its modern architecture, public events, and art installations, and only a short walk from the Yarra River, which has historically served as a lifeline for trade, settlement, and transportation in Melbourne. This prime location not only makes the museum highly accessible to both locals and tourists, but also situates it within a broader cultural and historical precinct that includes landmarks such as St. Paul's Cathedral, the Flinders Street Station, and the South Bank Arts Precinct. The museum itself is housed in a grand heritage building. Originally constructed in 1873 as the Customs House, this building played a pivotal role in Melbourne's history, serving as the administrative center for customs operations during the city's rapid growth in the 19th century, especially at the height of the Victorian Gold Rush. Its classical Victorian architecture, with ornate facades, high ceilings, and detailed masonry, reflects the prosperity and civic pride of that era. Inside, the museum has been carefully redesigned to incorporate modern exhibition spaces that seamlessly blend with the historic architecture. Visitors can admire original elements such as grand staircases, arched windows, and decorative plasterwork while exploring contemporary, interactive galleries. The central and accessible location ensures that the museum is easy to reach by public transport, including trams, trains, and buses, and is within walking distance of many of Melbourne's main attractions, cafes, and cultural institutions. This accessibility mirrors the museum's core mission: to welcome people from all backgrounds and immerse them in stories of migration, cultural diversity, and belonging. The juxtaposition of historic architecture with modern, interactive displays creates a unique spatial experience, symbolically bridging the past and present, and allowing visitors to engage with both the physical heritage of Melbourne and the lived experiences of immigrants who helped shape the city. The story of the Immigration Museum is deeply intertwined with the history of Melbourne itself. The museum is housed in the old Customs House, a heritage building constructed in 1873 during Melbourne's booming period following the Victorian Gold Rush. At that time, the Customs House was a hub of activity, regulating trade and collecting duties on imported goods. Its grand architecture, featuring ornate facades, large arched windows, and elegant interior spaces, reflected the wealth, optimism, and civic pride of the rapidly growing city. For decades, the building served as a critical center for commerce and maritime administration, witnessing the arrival of countless goods, people, and ideas from around the world. In the late 20th century, as Melbourne's cultural landscape evolved, there was a growing recognition of the need to celebrate and preserve Australia's rich migration history. The concept of transforming the old Customs House into a museum dedicated to immigration emerged as part of this cultural vision. After careful planning, renovation, and adaptation of the historic structure, the Immigration Museum officially opened its doors in 1998. This transformation turned a symbol of trade and administration into a living space for stories of human movement, settlement, and cultural exchange. The museum was designed not only to preserve history, but also to engage the public through storytelling, interactive exhibits, and community programs. Its mission was clear: to explore the personal experiences of immigrants, highlight the challenges they faced, and celebrate the cultural diversity they brought to Victoria and Australia as a whole. Over the years, the Immigration Museum has expanded its exhibitions, incorporated contemporary perspectives, and collaborated with immigrant communities, artists, and historians, ensuring that the museum remains relevant, dynamic, and inclusive. Today, the Immigration Museum stands as a symbol of Melbourne's multicultural identity. It bridges the city's colonial and commercial past with its present-day diversity, offering visitors an immersive experience of migration history. The museum's history is not just about the building itself, it is about the people whose stories it tells, the communities it engages, and the ongoing dialogue it fosters about identity, belonging, and cultural understanding. At the heart of the Immigration Museum lies a clear and powerful mission: to celebrate cultural diversity, preserve migration histories, and promote understanding across communities. The museum is much more than a collection of artifacts. It is a space where the stories of real people are shared, and where visitors are invited to reflect on the experiences, struggles, and contributions of immigrants who have shaped Victoria and Australia as a whole. The museum's mission is rooted in the belief that migration is central to Australia's identity. From the first waves of European settlers in the 19th century to post-war immigration and contemporary arrivals from across the globe, each group of migrants has left a unique imprint on the social, cultural, and economic fabric of the nation. The museum aims to document these experiences in a way that is both historically accurate and emotionally engaging, allowing visitors to connect personally with the journeys of individuals and families. To achieve this, the Immigration Museum employs a combination of storytelling, interactive displays, and community engagement programs. Visitors encounter personal narratives through letters, photographs, oral histories, and multimedia installations that bring the past to life. By emphasizing individual experiences, the museum highlights not only the challenges migrants faced, such as discrimination, language barriers, and adapting to a new society, but also their resilience, creativity, and cultural contributions. Another key purpose of the museum is to foster dialogue and understanding among diverse communities. Through temporary exhibitions, public talks, workshops, and cultural events, the museum encourages visitors to reflect on contemporary issues surrounding migration, identity, and belonging. It seeks to bridge gaps between different generations, ethnic groups, and social perspectives, creating a space where empathy and shared humanity are central. The Immigration Museum offers a series of thoughtfully curated permanent exhibitions that immerse visitors in the rich and diverse stories of migration to Victoria and Australia. These exhibitions are designed not only to inform but also to create empathy, understanding, and connection between the visitor and the people whose lives are represented. By combining historical artifacts, personal narratives, multimedia, and interactive elements, the museum transforms history into a living, engaging experience. One of the museum's most iconic permanent features is the passenger wall, which traces the journeys of thousands of immigrants who arrived in Victoria, using ship manifests, photographs, and personal documents. This exhibition allows visitors to explore the voyages, hopes, and challenges faced by migrants as they made the often long and arduous journey to a new land. The passenger wall also contextualizes these arrivals within broader historical events, such as the gold rushes of the 19th century, global conflicts, and waves of post-war immigration. Another key exhibition, Pioneer Experiences, focuses on the lives of early European settlers and the communities they formed. Visitors gain insight into their daily lives, work, and family structures, as well as the cultural traditions they carried from their homelands. This exhibition emphasizes both the resilience and resourcefulness required to adapt to a new environment, while also exploring the interactions between settlers and indigenous communities, providing a nuanced view of Victoria's colonial history. The museum also features Migration Stories, an exhibition that highlights personal narratives from migrants of all eras and origins. Using interviews, photographs, letters, and oral histories, visitors can connect with individual journeys from Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and beyond. These stories reveal the human dimensions of migration, the hopes, fears, sacrifices, and triumphs of those who left home for a new life. It is in these narratives that visitors often find the most emotional and memorable connections. Finally, the Cultural Diversity in Victoria exhibition celebrates the vibrant multicultural landscape of contemporary Melbourne. This exhibition explores the contributions of migrant communities to art, cuisine, music, business, and social life, showing how migration has continuously shaped the identity of the city and the state. Visitors encounter interactive displays, audiovisual presentations, and artifacts that demonstrate how cultural exchange enriches society, making the museum relevant not only as a historical institution but also as a reflection of present-day Melbourne. The permanent exhibitions at the Immigration Museum are designed to create a comprehensive, layered experience. Visitors move seamlessly from historical contexts to personal stories, and from past struggles to present-day contributions, allowing them to fully appreciate the breadth and depth of migration in Victoria. Every exhibit encourages reflection, engagement, and dialogue, making the museum not just a place of learning but also a space for understanding, empathy, and celebration of human resilience and cultural diversity. Beyond its permanent displays, the Immigration Museum is renowned for its dynamic temporary exhibitions and special events, which bring fresh perspectives and contemporary relevance to the museum experience. These rotating exhibitions allow the museum to explore timely themes, emerging migration stories, and cultural expressions that reflect both the past and present of Victoria's diverse communities. By regularly updating its programming, the museum ensures that each visit offers something new, engaging, and thought-provoking. Temporary exhibitions often focus on specific migrant communities, cultural identities, or social issues. For example, past exhibitions have highlighted the experiences of refugees, celebrated the contributions of particular cultural groups, or explored contemporary migration trends. These exhibitions combine art, photography, multimedia installations, and personal narratives to create immersive environments where visitors can engage with the lived experiences of others. They also encourage reflection on identity, belonging, and the social fabric of modern Australia. In addition to visual exhibitions, the museum hosts a wide range of special events and public programs. These include cultural festivals, storytelling sessions, panel discussions, workshops, and film screenings. Many of these events are developed in collaboration with local migrant communities, artists, and academics, ensuring authenticity and cultural sensitivity. Visitors might attend a cooking workshop featuring traditional recipes, hear oral histories directly from migrant families, or participate in interactive art installations that explore themes of migration and multiculturalism. Seasonal and themed events are also a major part of the museum's appeal. For instance, celebrations around Harmony Day, Refugee Week, or Lunar New Year provide opportunities for the public to experience cultural performances, music, dance, and food, bringing the exhibitions to life in a participatory way. These events make the museum a living, vibrant space, rather than just a place to view historical artifacts. Importantly, temporary exhibitions and events at the Immigration Museum are designed to spark conversation and encourage dialogue. They invite visitors to think critically about migration, cultural diversity, and social cohesion, while also offering a platform for communities to share their voices and stories. By balancing historical documentation with contemporary expression, these exhibitions and programs reinforce the museum's mission to celebrate diversity, foster understanding, and highlight the ongoing impact of migration on Victoria and Australia. One of the most captivating aspects of the Immigration Museum is its focus on interactive and immersive experiences, which allow visitors to engage directly with the stories of migrants and understand their journeys on a personal level. Unlike traditional museums that primarily rely on static displays, the Immigration Museum incorporates hands-on exhibits, multimedia storytelling, and participatory activities to create an experience that appeals to visitors of all ages. A highlight of the museum's interactive offerings is the ability to listen to personal narratives from migrants who arrived in Victoria from across the globe. Using audio recordings, video interviews, and digital storytelling stations, visitors can hear first-hand accounts of migration stories of hope, challenge, adaptation, and resilience. These narratives provide an emotional connection that goes beyond historical facts, helping visitors empathize with the lived experiences of people who left their homes to start anew in Australia. Visitors can also explore interactive digital maps and archives that trace migration patterns over time. For example, by selecting different regions or time periods, users can visualize where migrants came from, the routes they took, and the communities they established in Victoria. This digital layer makes the complex history of migration tangible and accessible, providing context for both historical and contemporary movements of people. For younger audiences and families, the museum offers hands-on activities and learning stations that encourage exploration and engagement. Children can participate in role-playing exercises, solve puzzles related to migration stories, or contribute to collaborative art projects inspired by cultural heritage. These experiences are designed to educate through play, fostering curiosity, empathy, and cultural awareness from an early age. The museum also hosts immersive exhibitions and installations that allow visitors to physically step into recreated environments from migrants' pasts, from a 19th-century ship cabin representing the voyage to Australia, to interactive community spaces showcasing cultural festivals and traditions. These immersive displays bring history to life and encourage visitors to experience migration in a multidimensional way. Importantly, these interactive experiences are carefully designed to bridge past and present. By combining historical artifacts with digital technology and participatory elements, the museum ensures that visitors do not just observe history, they experience it, reflect on it, and relate it to their own lives. This approach makes the Immigration Museum not only an educational destination, but also a space for empathy, dialogue, and personal connection. The Immigration Museum is not only a space for public exploration and cultural appreciation, it is also a vital educational hub that engages learners of all ages in the history and impact of migration. Its educational programs are designed to provide deep, meaningful experiences that go beyond passive observation, encouraging students, teachers, and community groups to actively explore Australia's multicultural identity. For schools and universities, the museum offers a wide range of programs tailored to different age groups and curriculum needs. Students can participate in guided tours, workshops, and hands-on activities that align with topics such as history, civics, cultural studies, and social sciences. These programs allow young learners to examine migration patterns, personal stories of settlers and refugees, and the broader impact of cultural diversity on Victorian society. By engaging directly with artifacts, photographs, and interactive displays, Students gain a first-hand understanding of migration experiences, fostering critical thinking and empathy beyond traditional school programs. The museum hosts community workshops and public learning initiatives designed to engage the broader public. These programs cover topics such as oral history collection, storytelling, cultural expression, and social cohesion, providing opportunities for visitors to learn about migration from multiple perspectives. Special programs often invite members of migrant communities to share their experiences, ensuring authenticity and giving participants the chance to connect directly with lived stories. The museum also emphasizes experiential learning, encouraging participants to take part in interactive activities that simulate migration experiences. For example, students may trace the journeys of immigrants through historical records, step into recreated environments from different eras, or create art projects inspired by cultural traditions. These activities not only enhance understanding of historical facts, but also cultivate emotional intelligence and appreciation for human resilience. Furthermore, the museum provides professional development opportunities for educators, offering workshops and resources that help teachers integrate migration history and cultural diversity into their classrooms. By equipping educators with engaging teaching strategies and high-quality learning materials, the museum ensures that the lessons of migration extend far beyond its walls. Planning a visit to the Immigration Museum in Melbourne is simple. Thanks to its central location, accessibility, and well-equipped facilities, the museum is located at 400 Flinders Street, placing it within easy walking distance of major Melbourne landmarks such as Federation Square, Flinders Street Station, and the Yarra River Precinct. Its central location makes it accessible for both tourists exploring the city and locals seeking a deeper understanding of Australia's migration history. The museum is open daily, typically offering extended hours to accommodate a variety of visitor schedules, including early morning arrivals, daytime sightseeing, and evening events. Entry fees are reasonable, with options for adult tickets, concession tickets for students and seniors, and free entry for certain groups or special exhibitions. Visitors are encouraged to check the museum's website for the latest information on opening hours, ticketing, and special offers. For those arriving by public transport, the museum is extremely convenient. Melbourne's tram network stops right near the museum, and Flinders Street Station provides easy access for trains. Several bus routes also service the area, making the museum accessible from suburbs and surrounding regions. For drivers, nearby parking options are available. Although public transport is recommended due to Melbourne's busy city centre, the museum offers a range of visitor amenities to ensure a comfortable and enjoyable experience. This includes a cafe and refreshment area, where visitors can relax and reflect on their journey through the exhibitions. A gift shop offers unique souvenirs, books, and cultural items that relate to migration and multiculturalism, providing a tangible memory of the visit. Accessibility is a priority. Ramps, elevators, and other facilities ensure that the museum is navigable for visitors with mobility challenges, while seating areas throughout the galleries allow for rest and reflection. Additionally, the museum provides guided tours, audio guides, and educational resources, enabling visitors to enhance their experience. Staff and volunteers are knowledgeable and welcoming, often sharing additional insights, stories, and context that bring the exhibits to life. Special programs and events, such as temporary exhibitions, cultural celebrations, and workshops, are scheduled throughout the year, offering something new for repeat visitors. Visiting the Immigration Museum in Melbourne is more than just a cultural outing. It is a journey through the lives, struggles, and triumphs of people from around the world who have made Victoria and Australia their home. From its historic building, once the old customs house, to its thoughtfully curated permanent and temporary exhibitions, the museum bridges the past and present, offering a unique lens through which to explore migration, identity, and cultural diversity. The museum invites visitors to connect with human stories, whether through interactive displays, personal narratives, or immersive experiences. It celebrates the courage of those who left their homelands, the challenges they overcame, and the rich cultural contributions they have brought to Australian society. At the same time, it encourages reflection on contemporary issues such as multiculturalism, belonging, and social cohesion, making the experience relevant and engaging for all generations. Beyond its educational and historical value, the Immigration Museum serves as a living space for dialogue, empathy, and understanding. Visitors leave not only with knowledge of migration history, but also with a deeper appreciation of how diverse communities shape Melbourne and Victoria today. It is a place where stories are preserved, celebrated, and shared, ensuring that the legacy of migration remains alive and accessible to everyone. For travelers, locals, students, and history enthusiasts alike, the museum offers a rich, immersive, and emotionally resonant experience. Whether you're exploring the interactive galleries, attending special exhibitions, or participating in workshops and community events, The Immigration Museum provides an opportunity to see the world through the eyes of those who journeyed far from home and to understand the shared human experiences that connect us all. In conclusion, the Immigration Museum is more than a destination. It is a symbol of Melbourne's multicultural identity, a testament to resilience, and a celebration of the diverse stories that define Australia. Visiting this museum leaves you not only informed but inspired, reminding us of the enduring value of empathy, understanding, and cultural exchange. If you're planning a trip to Melbourne, or simply wish to explore the human stories that make Australia unique, the Immigration Museum is a place you cannot miss. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth museum tours, cultural explorations, and travel insights. Share your own experiences if you've visited, and let us know which story or exhibit touched you the most.